विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यन्निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यस्साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयं तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्रचित्रीकृतं मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यभिमहायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ. So I will just describe regarding the meditation which we are going to do, that how can I be the self of everything. The I that is myself is the I that is there everywhere, same I. And that is based on I that is consciousness. So what is to be done is take yourself who is a conscious being, who is awarer, knower. And this awarer will definitely through the mind in a waking state. So the mind definitely knows various things. So various things which you know outside, right? That the things which are known well exist where? In consciousness. Could you follow that? It exists in consciousness. The knowledge of that, the thought of that, all objects, that knowledge which is there in your mind exists also where? In consciousness. There cannot be a knowledge without consciousness. Any knowledge presupposes what? It's a name form plus consciousness. Right? You say part knowledge means what? Part consciousness. Part name form plus consciousness. Therefore, the knowledge in the mind also is non-separate from you, the consciousness. And the knower, there cannot be a knower without consciousness. Knower is a conscious being, naturally. Therefore, the consciousness I even pervade the knower, pervades the knowledge, right? I mean, pervades the knowledge means pervade all thought forms, which we call knowledge, and pervades the object. Is it clear? Is it clear? That a knower, the known, knowledge, knower, all the three are existing in consciousness. Knower is not separate from consciousness. Known is not separate from consciousness. Knowledge is not separate from consciousness. So basically, you, the knower, right, is what? Consciousness. Known is also consciousness. So I can take again the example, which sometimes we feel that giving the same example and all, person may feel bored, but just to remind you. Yesterday I gave you example of just a wave. There are so many examples, but I am sticking to that example again because I want to prove certain point. That's the only thing, and that is like a wave and water. I said, right? So wave is not separate from consciousness. A wave is not separate from the water. So now this thing in the example you see, I can take I can do two statements for this example. What? Wave exists in water, or else I can say water is in and through the wave. Water is in and through all over the wave. Means what? These two statements ultimately indicate that wave is merely a superimposition. Because the question generally comes, you say the whole wave exists in water. You say water pervades in and through the wave, all over the wave, then there is nothing but water. Then why do you use the word wave? Right? That question comes. So we say a wave is nothing but just a form which is totally non-separate from water. Means what? That form, wave, is superimposed thing, not a real thing, right? Not a real thing. Wave is merely a superimposition upon what? Water. That's what it means. Bhagavan says the same thing by making two statements. He shows the relationship between the consciousness and the world. Sarva bhuteshu atmanam. Sarva bhutani atmani. He says two things. Sarva bhutani atmani. All the beings have a being or existence in Atma, in consciousness. Or else what? Sarva bhuteshu atmanam. So consciousness pervades, exists in and through all the beings. Right? So that both the ways we can say. And then Bhagavan says, Sarva bhutastham atmanam. Means Sarva bhutatma bhutatma. Sarva bhutatma bhutatma. Means I am the self of all. To prove that he has made these two statements. Sarva bhuteshu atmanam, sarva bhutani cha atmani. This is the thing. Sarva bhutani atmani and sarva bhuteshu atmani. Means then Bhagavan said, Sarva bhutatma bhutatma. I am the being self of all the beings. I am self of all. That's what it means. And that's what we want to do. Now take your example. You are a conscious being, and therefore as a conscious being, knower, well, you are non-separate again from the consciousness. The known is also not separate from the consciousness. And the knowledge also is not separate from the consciousness. All the three are superimposed. Now I can say directly. All the three are superimposed upon consciousness. So basically you are consciousness without any dimension. Knower has a dimension. Knower has a location. Knower has a certain dimension. It exists here. And that is known, etc. So knower has a dimension. Knower has a location. Knower exists in time, of course, definitely. Right now, I am a knower. Anyway, so that is, a knower has certain attributes also. But basically, I am consciousness which pervades even known, pervades the knowledge, pervades the knower. Right? I am the being of the very knower, being of the known, being of knowledge. All the three exist in me. They have a beingness, existence in me. Clear? This is, say we take another, which we are going to do. Another sentient being, another conscious being. When suppose he is seeing you. Means, when he is seeing you, his body, he is seeing your body, he is listening to your words, etc. Right? And he is aware of your emotions. He is aware of your little understanding. How much I understand, she understands, etc. etc. So basically, he is another or she is another, he is another awareful being. Well, that is, he is also what? Awareness. In his awareness, well, definitely the known, in his awareness, his consciousness, the known, knowledge about me, and the very knower exist. Clear? He is also consciousness. I am also consciousness. Now ask this question. Are there two consciousnesses? Start laughing because you have never heard this, right? You have never heard this word consciousnesses. And suppose there are two consciousness. Ask yourself, there are two consciousnesses. If there are two consciousnesses, then where one ends and the other begins? To count two, you definitely may be seeing two. To count two, you see two. So to say two consciousnesses, well, definitely you may be seeing two. So where one ends, like you see, there are two roses. Two roses. You definitely see the boundary of, right? You see the boundary. Then you can count two. Otherwise, how will you count? So definitely awareness should be limited to say 2. Limited means what? Once limit of 1 is over, the limit of second awareness begins. Could you follow? Okay, this is one. Second thing is to say 2 consciousnesses, the other consciousness, your consciousness, that is fine, but there is another consciousness to say, it should become what? Object. Consciousness can become object of consciousness? Cannot be. Anything which becomes an object is not consciousness, it is inert. That is how it is objectified. Therefore, consciousness, second consciousness cannot be objectified. And consciousness has no dimension. To say consciousness has a so and so dimension, definitely that consciousness should become an object of your consciousness. Therefore, that's not true. Consciousness is one, which is limitless. Knower, well, the individual conscious being is limited. That's fine, because that's mind. It's limited. Known also is limited. The very knowledge all you have about a known also is limited. Everything that is okay. But all the 3 have a truth in consciousness. That consciousness is free from limitation. And therefore, whatever is there, whatever is here is one thing alone. Could you follow what I am saying? Whatever is there, whatever is here is one thing alone. So-called there and here is due to because we take it as a awarer, which is different. And as a awarer or a conscious being, individual conscious being, you are related. You are related. You are subject, he is object. He is a subject, I am object. As awarer. He is aware of what? He is aware of your body. Okay, I am object. I am aware of his body. Object. I am aware of his word. I am hearing his words. Suppose. Then, well, definitely, it's object. I am a subject. Same way he hears we are talking, let's say. We are talking. Then he listens my words. Therefore, if he listens my words, then definitely I am an object for him. Clear? Therefore, that way, so far as awarer, etc. is concerned, well, subject-object relationship is there. But the reality of all the 3 is one awareness. Then as awareness, I am not connected to anything. There is no subject-object relationship in consciousness. Therefore, consciousness is called asangaha. Atma is asangaha. Asangoham, etc. We'll see that. But this is what I want to describe. Okay. Now, I took an example of another conscious being, which is a human being. Suppose a lion is there. Just think. If lion is there, Swami won't be here, but take for the sake of Swami may talk about all fearlessness and everything. If you bring lion, Swami will be the first one to run away, okay? So my point is, suppose lion is there. You appreciate a lion as a seer in his eyes. He is seeing you, okay? He is seeing you and I am seeing him. Just think. He is seeing me. Then I appreciate a seer in his eyes, right? Awarer, seer in his eyes. And definitely, if he is seeing me, then definitely the seer also, that is awareness, that is he. Then he has a knowledge of me. He is seeing me, means my body and etc. And I am making and so all this noise also he is listening. That knowledge also is within that consciousness. And the very object also is within his consciousness, right? And therefore, so if you take any sentient being, the truth of any sentient being is just one awareness, which you claim, hopefully, after 2 days now, you claim that I am consciousness or awareness, which is. He also is consciousness, which is. Why you say which is? What is apparent? That we call apparent the knower and awarer and the knowledge and the object. That's all apparent. Why apparent? Comes and goes. If lion sleeps, over. He is no more a knower. There is no knowledge. Resolved. There is no object of knowledge, one who sleeps. Could you follow? But still he is awareness. If you remember in morning meditation, the Omkara meditation we did, I said, still when, in a deep sleep state also, when both the world resolve, still you are present, consciousness is present. Knower is not present, object of knowledge is not present, the knowledge in mind, etc. also is not present, because the mind itself has resolved. Therefore, all the three resolved, but still consciousness. So all sentient beings, just appreciate few of them in a meditation and say, well, there is one consciousness. There is one consciousness, but then what? You said Sarvatma, but that consciousness is who? Myself. I am consciousness, which is the truth of everything. So the I that is myself is the I there. Is the I there. Is the I there. Could you follow? Okay. Now, go to a little higher level. Higher level means what? Other devatas. They are conscious beings, sentient beings. Right? Other sentient beings. Then they are also same. Their areas of knowledge may be of the heaven. They have some all imported stuff. So they may be enjoying heavenly things, or divine things they may be enjoying. Divine coconut water. Yeah, it's another brand. Divine. So, objects of knowledge differ. Accordingly, knowledge also in the head of each of them will differ. And each one that's the awarer, the subject, also differ naturally. It's a Devata's mind identifying with the Devata's mind, they are subjects. But ultimately, it is the same consciousness. Same I. When you say I consciousness, well, you become I of all. You become I of all in your understanding. Please understand. The one who identifies with the mind will say, I am awarer, and I am different from he awarer, she awarer, etc. When you say I am awareness, you become as though I of everything. Could you follow what I am saying? You become I. That becoming, etc. is in terms of knowledge. Don't think that I really become kind of a thing. You are the self of everything. You know now. That's the only thing. It's a becoming. Swamiji, if it is becoming, then again it is time bound. It will go away now. Don't think that way. But earlier you were not taking yourself as the self of everything, I of everything. Now you understood. As an awareness, which is your reality now, you understood it is a one I only. His I is sitting in the body, whatever the body, then he says, I am a so-and-so aware individual. That is his problem. It's not my problem. Right? Could you follow what I am saying? Why I am saying this meditation, during meditation you may feel this is too much. This is too much. But that's how I am describing earlier, that giving some summary kind of a thing. That as an awareness, it is one thing alone. In that awareness, well, all this drama going on, subject, object, knower, known, knowledge, etc., etc. All drama. What drama? As I told you, they are apparent. No one exists independent of that. No one exists outside the boundaries of consciousness. Knower, known, knowledge. So all this is subject-object relationship. All is apparent. Clear? We call empirical. It's empirical. We don't deny it, and there is no need of denying. That's how I purposely this time I have thought not to use word mithya. This mithya brings some kind. It is there, but it is experientially available. Like right now, it's experience that I am a subject, you are object. You say I am a subject, you are object. We can't deny it. You cannot deny it. But there is some truth. There is some reality behind everything. That is one. That is this consciousness. And if you understand that I am consciousness, and that is a real I, then well, definitely it's I of everything. The I that is myself is the I of everything in your understanding. Swamiji, he is not telling I am awareness. That because he doesn't want to. He doesn't, or somehow he is not able to appreciate that. but you appreciate. That's what so this is a trial. Our Raj wants me to, Swamiji, you should take this. And it is wonderful. It's just wonderful thing. And this you will appreciate more. In case if you can't appreciate in a meditation, don't worry about it. You will be able to appreciate when you do the first meditation which we did. I am not physical body, etc. I am consciousness in the physical body, or the body exists in consciousness. I am distinct from the body. That meditation you do for some time, then you now appreciate your consciousness. You are not body. And when you appreciate that, this will make more effect. So in case if someone is not able to appreciate, nothing to be disappointed, honestly, because our identification is so much. As I think of I, immediately this only comes. And then if any teacher comes and says, oh, you pervade everything, you are limitless, and you are self of everything, we feel it is too much, but it's really not. What a little more homework may be needed for this. That's how we are taking now. After talking about consciousness for 2 days, lot we have talked. And so now I am now taking up this meditation, and we'll do that. Now regarding sentient beings I told. Regarding objects also. Because as I told you, if I am aware of the other things, aware of any object, right? Knower, knowledge, and the known. Known means what? World. Right? Known means world. Includes inert things also. Right? Sun. Sun is object of knowledge. Known. And I have a knowledge in my head, thought of the sun. And the very knower of the sun. All the three exist in consciousness. Therefore, all the three exist in consciousness means what? You have to say this. Sun is consciousness. What is known, pervaded by what? Consciousness. Sun is consciousness. Then the knowledge of the sun, the thought of the sun is consciousness. And the knower of the sun also is consciousness. Could you follow? Therefore, that way, insentient things also are, well, the manifestation of the same consciousness. Could you follow? Insentient things also, sentient things you will appreciate first, naturally. Because you find that he is a conscious being, and therefore he is the same consciousness. It is easy to do that. But insentient things, that is object. But we say object of knowledge, object of consciousness, pervaded by consciousness, cannot exist independent of consciousness. Therefore, that is consciousness. If wave doesn't exist independent of the water, wave is water. Take some example, whatever you like. There are several examples. Whatever you like, you take any example and understand it. Right? So, that way, sentient and insentient things, sentient beings and insentient things, all have an existence in consciousness. Or you can say, consciousness alone is in the form of sentient and insentient things. Clear? Is it clear? Water alone is in the form of waves. Its a form is superimposed, you can say. Or you say, well, definitely, a given thing alone is in that form. You can say either all is true. Or you say a given form is non-separate from that content, truth. Same thing. So this is what we want to do. Sentient being, insentient being, all are essentially one thing alone. And that is consciousness, which I can now very well say that I am consciousness, and therefore I am. What I means this consciousness. Well, that I is the I of everything as a content. Clear? Other than that, it is just a form which is superimposed, which cannot exist without. Or you can say, I am alone in all these forms, sentient beings and insentient things. So this is what we would like to do for 25 minutes, 20-25 minutes, not more than that. In case if I may, during meditation, if I feel at this point I should say, please stay with me, okay? Please stay with me. It may happen so that when I'm narrating for the first time to you, I may little dilute further, perhaps. Then you may feel Swami is taking too much of time. But maybe that is for just today. When you will meditate or something, slowly you will reduce the time, okay? So this is what we would like to do. And then we'll be break, and then again we'll meet for I am whole, etc. Which is also, if you appreciate this, that would be very simple to do that. So that's how we would like to do. Okay. ॐ नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकालाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। I, that is myself, is the I of all. Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. Imagine you are talking to your friend who is in front of you. You are seeing him, his body, seeing his eyes, hearing his words because he is talking, appreciating to an extent his emotions, appreciating his understanding of the subject matter which he is talking. I am aware of his body, his eyes, aware of his words, aware of his emotions, aware of his understanding. I am awareful, awarer, awareful being, aware. Similarly, he is seeing your body. He is seeing your eyes. He is hearing your words because you are talking. He is aware of your emotions. He is aware of your understanding about the subject matter which you are talking. He is awareful being, awarer. both of you are connected to each other. You are subject, he is object. He is subject, you are object. Both are awarers. You are aware, he is aware. The appreciation of you, awarer, is nothing but awareness plus what I am aware of. Awarer is nothing but awareness plus what I am aware of. In awareful perception of you, in awareful perception of you, there is awarer, the subject, there is object of awareness, and there is a knowledge of the object. All the three are non-separate from awareness, consciousness. The knower, the known, the object, and the knowledge of the object exist in awareness, consciousness, I. Similarly, he is aware. He is seeing you. You see a wearer in his eyes. In his awareful perception, he, the awarer, the object of awareness, that is me, and the very knowledge of the object in his mind, all the three are non-separate from awareness. I, the awareness, is not connected to he. As a subject awarer, I am connected to him as object. There is subject-object connection when I say I am awarer. But when I understand that I am awareness that is the reality of me, then I am not connected to him. He is also awareness. I am also awareness. In one awareness, both the awareness, various objects of awareness, and the knowledge of the object exist. There cannot be second awareness. To say there is second awareness, it should become an object of you, the awareness. Awareness cannot become object. Everything else becomes an object of awareness. Awareness itself cannot become an object. There is limitless awareness. Awareness has no dimension. I am awareness. He is awareness. Same awareness. Really speaking, there is one I, that is awareness, which is in the form of this awarer or that aware, which is in the form of the knowledge that is here or knowledge that is there, which is in the form of the objects of knowledge, here or there. Take another sentient being, awarer, and understand in the same way. Even celestial beings, gods, they are sentient beings. Appreciate the truth of every sentient being as one awareness, that is I. Even Ishvara, who is a conscious being with reference to Jagat, who is conscious of, aware of entire Jagat. Can say that I am awareness. What is the difference between I awareness and Ishvara, who says I is awareness? Same awareness. One and the same awareness. Even the insentient things in the creation, various objects like the space, time, sun, moon, earth, ocean, trees, mountain, all insentient things. They are objects of same awareness, exist in same awareness, non-separate from awareness. I am alone in the form of sentient beings and insentient things. Sarvabhutani Atmani. Sarvabhutani, sentient beings and insentient things, beings, have their being, existence in I, awareness. I, that is existence and awareness, is the existence and awareness of every form, sentient, insentient. space. Space is. Space consciousness is. Time is. Time consciousness is. Sun. Sun is. Sun consciousness is. Moon is. Moon consciousness is. Ocean is. Ocean consciousness is. Where is ocean without is consciousness? Where is ocean without is consciousness? Mountain is. Mountain consciousness is. He is. He consciousness is. She is. She consciousness is. You are. You consciousness are. Is consciousness is the basis, is the truth of all sentient, insentient things. They don't have their being. They don't have the independent existence. They have a being, existence in consciousness, that is you. Sarvabhuteshu Atmanu. You are the content of all of them, sentient, insentient. Sentient because you manifest in mind, because of Sukshma Sharira. You pervade in and through all sentient, insentient things. Consciousness alone is the basis for all the beings, sentient or insentient. The I that is you, I that is consciousness, is the I of everything. the entire world of sentient and insentient beings is superimposed upon I, consciousness. I, the consciousness, is content, truth, the self, the being of everything. When I look at myself, I am just consciousness, limitless consciousness. When I look at the world, I am consciousness. Present in all the forms, sentient or insentient. When I look at myself, I am just consciousness, unconnected to anything, because there is no other thing to connect to. Asangoham, asangoham, asangohamahamavvyayah, Satchidanandarupoham, Ahamevahamavvyayah, asangoham, 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 asangoham. All that is here is I. All that is here is I. Unconnected consciousness. Unconnected consciousness. Pure consciousness. Just consciousness. The knower, the known, the knowledge, all is just one consciousness. I. Changeless consciousness. Changeless consciousness. Timeless consciousness. I. Timeless consciousness. Asango. 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 One without second. One without second. Consciousness. Om. Om. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lights. Okay, we'll have a break of 15 minutes and